Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Osama Giledi, consultant ophthalmologist, cornea refractive at Moorfield Eye Hospital, Dubai, and the head of refractive cornea organization for the ESO, Emirates Society of Ophthalmology 21st. It's a really great pleasure to have with us one of the invited speakers from Saudi Arabia, Dr. Maan al-Barri. He's the head of the department and the chief of staff at Maghreb Hospital in Medina. It's really welcome to Abu Dhabi for this interesting meeting.
Hi, Dr. Osama. It's really a pleasure to be here and participating in the 21st ESO in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, it's really our pleasure. Dr. Maan is invited here to talk about the updates about ophthalmology, in particular about keratoconus, cross-linking, and ocular surface disease, which is really familiarized and you deal with a lot of patients. Saudi Arabia, as you know, same like Emirates, we had same pathology almost. One of them is the keratoconus. What's the new in keratoconus management?
Keratoconus is as you know, it's a very prevalent disease in Arabia in general, in the Arabian Peninsula, and it has always been a very challenging disease to prevent and to manage. What's been new today is that we've come up with a new protocol of using a medication that has been widespread around the world, tacrolimus. We published a paper in 2022 in the Frontiers of Pharmacology of using different concentrations of tacrolimus during the treatment of vernal keratoconjunctivitis, which is a disease that is commonly associated with keratoconus because of excessive eye rubbing. And we found from our research in collaboration with our partners in Italy, on the eye bank there, that 0.1% concentration suspension eye drops, which we prepare, has shown the best efficacy and safety on the ocular surface. And I presented a case where a young boy who presented really in bad situation, and because of his excessive rubbing, he developed keratoconus. So we were able to suppress or control his ocular surface disease, his excessive allergy, his rubbing, and then later on we did something called cross-linking, which is stiffening of the cornea. Yeah. So this is what, during the lecture or even in the study, we showed how modifying the concentration during the severity of the disease, the concentration can be reduced to lower concentrations, which are more tolerable by the patients, sometimes to half or 1/3 of the dose, 1/3 of the concentration that we started with. So this is the new strategy, not only the frequency, also the concentration.
Yeah, I think it's very important you highlighted that treat inflammation, keratoconus is very crucial and very important, not only just cross-linking, but you need to treat the disease as a whole, which one of them is inflammatory part of the keratoconus. Regarding also the cross-linking protocols, I think you had a talk on that also, is that correct?
Yes, we had cross-linking has actually been around now for more than a decade, and throughout this period we've had so many different protocols. Yeah. So many different protocols have arisen. The initial protocol, named the Dresden protocol, gave beautiful results, but because it takes a long time, it's a long procedure, sometimes it's quite hectic on the patients, and also it had some side effects like haze and corneal hazing. So other protocols quickly started emerging, exerted protocols, removing the corneal epithelium and so forth. So today we were discussing, and yesterday, about the different protocols and their efficacy and their side effects and its effectiveness on different age groups, in kids, in adults, in patients with associated systemic diseases like trisomy patients with Down syndrome and so forth, which are more challenging. Also, we talked about how we can combine the collagen cross-linking, stiffening of the cornea, together with other procedures like while implanting intracorneal rings or segments, or even human tissue, how it can further stop the disease and boost the outcome. Also combining it with refractive surgery, modifying the ocular surface, and then, so there's also discussion which protocol to use.
Yeah.
So we've definitely gone a long way, but still we have so many questions need to be answered. The research in this field is ever changing and growing and expanding. In every conference, we have so many conferences, we're lucky to have so many conferences in the Middle East.
Yeah.
And year by year, sometimes even quarter by quarter, new papers are coming, more exchange of knowledge, which is really better for our patients. So our patients in the field of ophthalmology generally and anterior segment, they are really getting, clinicians are providing them with the latest in the field.
Yeah, definitely. Really, we are the region is advanced. The ophthalmology in general is advanced too much, and really, no need for anyone even now to travel abroad to look for treatment. And really, we had more experience sometimes with this disease, which affecting our region more than even the people go abroad for this treatment.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
This is the second day for the meeting. As you know, it's 3 days. How is your impression so far about the meeting?
My impression, I've really been impressed. I've definitely learned new ideas, new thoughts. I've seen different protocols from colleagues who are also presenting. So this exchange of knowledge is really, it enriches the researcher and the clinician. I was very glad to have participated, and you were actually, you were the one who invited me, so I really thank you for giving me this opportunity of presenting and exchanging.
It's our pleasure, and thank you for accepting our invitation. As usual, you always will coming to Emirate, and really always we enjoy your talks and discussion with you. And thank you very much. Any last?
Maybe the take-home message is that for patients who have keratoconus or patients who have vernal disease, I think definitely today we can better manage them. And I think the future is going to be even more and more promising. The results are always better every year by year.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.